Hey folks, I'm Walter, and I've been getting a lot of questions from you all because of Hurricane Ian, especially those of you who are going on your first cruise, or you're looking at cruises, you're a little nervous, you're a little scared. It's like, well, what happens on a ship? Should I be nervous? And then also wondering, well, what kind of options does a cruise line have when something like this happens? So first of all, those of you who are going on your first cruise, or you're looking at a cruise and you've got something coming up over the next couple months, I don't know how to tell you not to be nervous or scared, but there really is nothing to be nervous or scared about on a cruise ship when a hurricane is coming in or a storm is coming in. Number one, a ship can move. A ship can change its direction, it can move around, land cannot. So when that hurricane comes into Florida or it comes into Cuba or whatever, it's gonna hit us. Whereas a cruise ship can move around, and that is the number one option for the cruise lines. Now, what we've seen over the past couple weeks with Fiona and Ian, one of the easiest things for cruise lines to do, and one of the most popular things, is they will simply flip an itinerary. So an Eastern Caribbean itinerary becomes a Western, or a Western becomes an Eastern. Most often cruise lines will let you know that before you show up, but you could find out at the terminal that the cruise has been changed. Now, if your cruise is already underway, for lack of a better term, the cruise lines are going to improvise based on what the storm is doing. There's a couple of things that they might do. One, they might change the order of your port visit so that they are not visiting someplace when the storm is there. So you're still going to hit the same ports, you just might hit them in a different order. Another thing they might do is drop a port and just simply add a sea day to keep the ship away from a storm, or they may drop a port and then add another port stop instead, so you still get a port stop, it's just going to be a different one. And all of this is just based on what the storm is doing. Now, some of you may be on a ship and you're looking at the radar and you're saying, well, the storm is way over there, we're way over here, and our stop is there, so why don't we go to that stop? It's nowhere near the hurricane. It's because the hurricane is stirring up the seas and the ocean, sometimes up to hundreds of miles away. And while the ship can take it, I mean, these ships can take a lot of pounding out in the ocean, it's not comfortable for the guests. And then if the home port for the cruise ship is threatened, like what's actually happening right now, Tampa is the home port for the Carnival Paradise. She's scheduled to come in on Thursday the 29th. That's the same day that Hurricane Ian is supposed to be coming into Tampa. Now, if it's threatened like that, usually what a cruise line will do is they will keep the ship out at sea for another day. Just keep it away from the port. Those who are on board are going to get an extra day at sea, and they're not going to pay for it. The cabin is going to be free. It's still going to pay for everything on the ship, but your cabin will not be charged for that extra day, and then the next cruise will be shortened. If the port itself is damaged and then they can't bring the ship in, well, then they will send the ship to an alternative port. Here in Florida, that would probably be Miami or Port Everglades. But the cruise line's first option will be to bring that ship back to the home port, so they may leave it out at sea for a day or two until it's safe to bring it in. So again, cruise ships can move, and they do move, and they're all moving around right now to stay out of the path of the storm. So if you've never cruised before and you're watching, hurricanes are a scary thing for sure. And they're really scary if you're on land and if you're on one of those islands out there in the Caribbean and you can't move. Fortunately, ships move, and they do a great job at keeping us safe. So that's some of what the ships can do during a hurricane.